How's everybody doing? Just wanted to make this video and something that's on my mind and something I believe that we all should do. And the title is Open Up Your Dating and Marriage Options. And the reason I come up with that is from what I've seen, from what people have told me, and when it comes to black women, what I've heard is only 1 out of 4 will ever get married. Now, is that true? I don't know for sure. I don't know. I've heard people say it. I heard this Dr. Umar Johnson say it. And I've heard other people on YouTube say it, that only 1 out of 4 black women will ever get married. I don't know if it's true. What I do know is a lot of them don't get married. And I find that hard to believe. I just find that kind of sad because black women are beautiful, and I think if they opened up their options, if they married out, if they dated out, I think it would open up options. And those that want to get married could. And those that want to stay with black men, they could. And they'd have a better options, and men would be better if there's more competition. I believe that to be true, and I think they should open up their dating options, their marriage options. And just looking at that, and my wife has 2 friends that are in their 50s, never been married, very successful, educated, making good money by themselves, and never been married. And these women were holding out because they wanted to be married to black men, and God bless them for that. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying that if there were options open, they would probably find that black guy, or they would have to compete. And looking at that, should open up their options. And then I look at white people, and yeah, we'll marry more, but our marriages don't last. They don't last. It's like we'll get married, but we'll change wives like we change our clothes. It's like if it gets a little tough, change out and get a new one, try it again. There's no real value in marriage. And so you got 2 groups. One's not getting married, one is, but the marriage ain't lasting. And I think if we all opened up our options, there would be more people, and I think you get more quality, more competition. And I don't understand why we're not marrying our women. I mean, whether it be black or white, and if we do, why aren't we sticking with them? And there's many traditional people like myself, like my wife, that want to get married, want to have kids. And people that don't experience it, I mean, they're missing out on what life's about. Having someone that loves you, having children, teaching them, watching them grow up. That's what God put us on this planet for, is to be fruitful and to multiply, to get married, to have kids. And God ain't no respecter of persons, so why not open it up? And if someone wants to date out, they should have that option. They shouldn't be shamed for it. And this Dr. Umar Johnson said that the problem with not so many black women get married is the snow bunny crisis. Okay. First of all, men are going to go where men want to go. If black men want to get with white women, they're going to have it. And I don't think that's a problem. I think if that's who their preference is and that's what they want to be with, they should. But then again, the women should be able to have that same option. They should be able to marry out, date out. It creates more competition instead of staying I mean, if you want to be race loyal, you can, but the options are limited. And, I just think that people should go where they're loved, what they think the best option is. If it's black or white, you should have that. And I know a lot of people don't agree with me. They think you should stay with your own kind. I get stuff on my YouTube. I get comments, people telling me stay with your own race, stay with your own women. Well, it's too late. I've been married 27 years. I got kids and grandkids. So to try to stop me, it's already done. And you know what? There are men like me coming up that are going to go after black women and other races of women more often now than ever. So you can't stop it. So if you want to be one of these nationalist groups, white or black, and try to stay with your own kind, you can. But you're not going to be able to control everybody. And there's going to be some people venture out that are attracted to other people. And I'm attracted to black women. And that's just me. And I've connected well with black women that I have dated. And my wife, I mean, I'm just at awe how awesome she is. And I'm just so blessed. And, I opened up my options. She opened up hers. And, it worked out. And you can find a good husband, wife of another race. And once you get to know people that may look different than you, you might find someone that you connect with, someone that you love, someone that loves you. I don't agree with this collective that we stay with our own kind, and I believe you go with where your heart is. Bottom line is, end of the day, we're all people. We all want to be loved. We all want to be lifted up. And why can't we? Why is it problematic to see someone of another race marrying someone of another race? I mean, whether it's a black guy with white women or black woman with white guys or Chinese or Hispanic. I mean, why do we get triggered over that? Something we can't even control. I mean, you have your preference, go with your preference. But don't shame someone because they got a different one than you. I mean, I think everybody, open up your options. And if the group you're in is not treating you right, go to another group. And with black women, I just see it that a lot of them, I believe, don't understand how beautiful and valuable they are. And, I've always had love for black women. And there's so many guys like me. And yeah, I'm the least common to date out in my race. But I did it, and it's happening more often. It's growing and growing. It's a good thing. And, this thing of dating out, marrying out, it's working. When it comes to black women, white men, the numbers are awesome. Yeah, and, it shocked a lot of people when they started seeing that it's working. And I think with white men and black women that we're so reserved that we kind of hold back and we go through the ringer before we do it. It's like we're being vetted before we do it. So when we do it, we're ratty. And when we get to that point, we don't care what society says. And I don't care. I mean, I love black women. I married a black woman, and that's who I chose to be with. And she chose to be with me. And people don't like it. It's tough. That's why anybody would get triggered and come on my comment section and say hateful comments. Why? What is it doing? You want to try to change me and my wife's minds? It's already a done deal. I mean, when you get the kids and grandkids, it's done. And we've been blessed for it. And, I had people come in and give me hate, but, I do have people that show me love. And I had this one black dude come in and tell me, he says, you know what? I know you love your family and it's awesome. God bless you. And maybe he's married to a white woman and he understands where I'm coming from. But everybody should open up their options. I say, you know what? We're all people, and trying to be in this collective with your own racial group, to me, it's not working. It really isn't. People are going to go where they want to go. They're attracted to who they're attracted to. And it ain't always the person that looks like them. And another thing, when you say stay with your own women, you don't have your own women. The only woman you have is the one that accepts your hand in marriage. Not because she looks like you. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that. And I believe that we should open up our options. And, black women, I've heard people say that they're not wanted, that only black men want them. That's a bunch of crap. I mean, that's been my preference all my life. And I know other men that's to be true. I know one thing, from what I've seen, most white men that date black women end up marrying them. That's my experience. And that's where I went. And, I'm not saying that they all are like that. Yes, there's players in every group. Yes, there's manipulators in every racial group. But a lot of white men desire black women. And not for the fetish, actually love them and want to be with them and have a family with them and be married to them. But you should open up your options. And if people don't like it, so what? Do what's right for you. Do what's best for you. You don't have to live in the collective and do what other people think you should do. You do what's best for you, and you're better off. And then eventually the collective is better off. But anyway, I'm getting ready to go out with my wife. I think it's going to rain. It's getting cloudy. But me and my wife are going to go out to dinner, celebrate, and had a wonderful time. Thank you for your prayers for my daughter. I talked to my daughter and my granddaughter, and she's in good spirits. Had a good talk, and I'm feeling pretty good now. And I just think everybody should open up their options. And also, tomorrow I'm going to do a live show, and I'm going to have a panel on there. We're going to talk about interracial marriage and same-race marriage. Which is better, which is worse. And I think that depends on the people. But we're going to talk about that. That'll be fun. And, tune in. It's going to be at 5 p.m. Mountain, 7 Eastern time. And come in and watch it. And I'm going to have a couple guests on. And it's going to be a fun time. But anyway, I got to go. But have a good night. Be blessed. God bless you and your families. And thank you for your prayers. I really appreciate it. That's the most valuable thing that I've gotten. And a bunch of you have given me prayers. And I really thank you. And I love you for it. I do. And but anyway, just think about what I said. Open up your dating and marriage options. It couldn't hurt. Or if you don't open them up, at least have it to where you can, where there is an option to open up the option. Us as men will be better men for it, because we'll have to compete more, and women will get better quality of men, which they deserve. And but anyway, I'll see you tomorrow on tomorrow's live. Have a good night. God bless you and your families.